I think out of all of the places in Project Zomboid, the Moldraw farmhouse is one of the most iconic. I've come here in just about every single one of my runs, just from the remoteness, the safety, and the feeling of just reaching a new home. Anyways, welcome everyone to the next Hivemind episode. Robin Banks has survived for 2 days, 3 hours, killing 6 zombies, and currently we weigh 69 pounds. That's not very good because of the lack of food, but today is hopefully gonna be a good one. Anyways, we have started here, and I have to say we have made quite a bit of progress in just one episode, hitting up the drug den, moving up to the cabin, and finally resting up at this farmhouse here, to where I want to capitalize on the farm fields to hopefully find more food for the journey. But before I do that, I want to do a little bit more looting of the nearby areas, as we have this shed here and a big garage and hunting blind up to the north. We're gonna keep our hunting rifle nearby. I am gonna leave my tote bag out over near the fence line still. Don't think I forgot about you, because we might be attracting a lot of zombies by moving up here. But before I do any of that, it's time to see what this place has in store. Usually this shed has a bunch of good supplies, such as a file, a garden saw, a club hammer. Oh, a sledgehammer, huh? No way, dude. In a farmer shed? Oh, not only that, but we have ourselves Doomsday Preppers Volume 1, an empty gas can, and a screwdriver. What the hell, dude? A sledgehammer? Okay. The only problem is it weighs 6 pounds and I'm kinda feeble, but I will keep that in mind. We are hungry and sad and depressed and now very hungry, so let's go move up north. And if we see any zombies, all I have to do is run back to the fence line and do what I do best. By the way, when I say there's a chance of finding zombies, there's definitely gonna be zombies and we are gonna be fighting. Which is kinda good because I need to grease up my sprinter fighting skills! What the hell? Oh, alright, if one sees me, then the rest definitely do. Yeah, they're coming out of the woodwork now. He only saw me for a second, but God! If more than 2 come after me, we are running straight back to my silly little farmhouse. But all I have to do is push them down and beat them into a pulp. Okay, this is where I start to run all the way back home. And the cool thing about the Hivemind challenge, or the terrifying thing, is that as long as one has a line of sight on me, the entire area does. So leading back a horde of zombies is going to be very easy, even if zombies get lost in the trees. All I gotta do is lead them back and to let the magic happen. Right into my trap card. Ah, feels good to fight sprinters. I miss that high octane goodness, man. And the best part, if I want to really make sure that all of the zombies are dead within the area, all I need to do is stand on top of one zombie and just wait, right? Because technically, she sees me. And because she sees me, she's gonna tell all of her buddies within a 100-tile radius. So all I need to do is wait a little bit. I would give it about 10 minutes in-game. And if no other zombies show up, then we know the coast is clear. And judging from the silence, I think it's just her. See, that's the cool thing about this challenge, is that it does really screw me over. It screws me over pretty hard, actually, but the small things that I can take into my advantage are going to be pivotal for my survival. Now that we have taken it out, we can go loot the garage in relative safety. Yeah, now we're using our brain. Our little burglar brain. And if I'm not using my brain, I'm using raw firepower. Okay, maybe my strategy isn't the best, as there were 3 stragglers around the area, but now I'm 100% sure there's no other zombies, right? Right. But first, we're gonna go check out the garage, very briefly, checking out the hunting blind afterwards. Okay, now my plan is kind of terrible, but I can open up the window really quick and bash him in the head. The only good thing is that this is rural America, so the zombie population is pretty manageable. If I was in the city, I would be pooping my pants, but because we aren't, we're vibing. We got ourselves an extra tire, absolutely nothing else, and within this nice little hunting shed, we got ourselves absolutely nothing. Well, it looks like we're gonna be foraging for the rest of the day. It is 4 p.m. and we are very hungry. So let's hope that Robin knows how to spot a cabbage in the middle of a field. And if we do start starving, we always have plan B. And that's to dig for worms. Is what I would say, but checking the map, I kind of forgot that there is a small lake nearby the farm. The only problem, let me pause the game while I am looking so I don't get jumped in the middle of the woods, but the only problem is that it's pretty close to the highway. But if I do go fishing, what I will be able to accomplish will be very good, because 1, I'll get food, and 2, I'll get calorie-dense fish, which would help out my weight problems as well. So you know what? I'm not going to do any foraging. I think we're going to take it slow, try and move up to the lake, and if I see literally a single zombie, I am running with my tail tucked between my legs, right back to the safety of the farmhouse. I'm hungry and I'm desperate. Let's get this bread. Remembering to bring my fishing supplies instead of being a massive idiot like last time as well. Alrighty, now we can get moving. But so far, it's looking pretty clear, which means I'll be able to fish without much issue. Hell no, there's a zombie down there. That's a problem. I'm gonna go around and hope that he doesn't migrate over, and that's the only zombie nearby. I really need this fish, man. You don't understand, random tank top wearer. Yeah, we can just cut through the woods. All right, it'll be in and out, 20 minutes. I'll get my massive pike, and we can leave all the way back to my silly little farm base. And of course, someone saw me in the woods. Okay, this ruined the entire trip. You have got to be kidding me. I just wanted some fish, dude. That's all I wanted, man. Okay, maybe not too many heard me and I can run out into the field so I don't get jumped. We can slowly take it calm and I can actually fish, please. Oh man, there's a lot coming down actually. I'm counting 4 already. 5. Scratch that. We're not going down over that way, but maybe that might have moved all of the zombies that were near the pond away from the area. Oh no, there's more zombies in the woods. I just saw brief flashes. Okay, yeah, we're not fishing. We're going back to plan B, and that's foraging. Because as ballsy as I am, I'm not willing to risk a Hivemind zombie seeing me in the middle of the woods. That sounds like a very easy way to get ambushed and slaughtered. Maybe we'll find something nice out here in the farmland, right? Abundant foods. Oh, please? I need anything right now, man. I love Project Zomboid, and I love foraging. What is that? It's a rock. I can't eat rocks, but I appreciate the sentiment, game. So I guess we'll be doing this for a little bit, just desperately scrounging around for food. Robin here has been foraging for the entire day, making it 11:50 p.m., and I have to say, our haul is pretty depressing. So much so, I'm gonna cook and prepare it for you, just to show you, my struggle meal of the day. As we got ourselves a cockroach and caterpillar main dish with some raw carrots as a side. That's it for old Rob. Bone apple tea. We'll start off with the carrots, moving over to the caterpillar and cockroach. We're still starving to death for the most part, but that will hold me off for a little bit longer. And I'll be real, moving out right now would be terrible, but I need to make something happen soon. So I think tomorrow we're gonna do a little bit of foraging, and we're also gonna dig for worms. I want to have a bunch of supplies because right now my plan is pretty on the rails, one might say. As Rob is currently at the farmhouse, which is a pretty good spot, but the only problem is that there are zombies here. There are zombies here. There are zombies along the highway. There are zombies along this highway as well. And just about everywhere that I haven't traveled so far, there are zombies, and there is a very high chance of death. So really, the only path that I see myself taking right now is to double back all the way towards the meth lab, moving all along the road here, hitting up the abandoned warehouses, and finally moving my way down to the major highway, hitting up the intersection, and moving to the more rural areas. It is quite the trip, and I need quite a bit of food in order to go on it. So yeah, we are gonna be digging for worms. bugs, whatever the hell I can eat at this point's gonna be better than nothing. Because any other plan that I have right now is going to end in my death. So, I will see all of you tomorrow, and by tomorrow, I mean probably the next day, because this is gonna be extremely boring. But hey, we got ourselves a sledgehammer. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's try not to starve today. Ooh, cabbage! Holy crap! Okay, nice. You know, the best way I would put this experience into words is just me pushing a boulder up a hill for an eternity. This is the game equivalent of the Sisyphus myth. I'm so desperate for food, and so I continue to search the fields for the smallest morsel. Alrighty, after a little bit of foraging, and by a little bit I mean the entire day, we have ourselves 23 worms. Bop bop bop, a wild stale cabbage, chives, a single leek, a couple of crickets, a single centipede, and some mystery mushrooms that I won't be eating. That'll be enough to not have me starve to death, but I am losing weight extremely quickly, already at 68 pounds, and I think in order to equalize myself and to truly live out in the middle of the woods in order to prepare for the future, I think instead of moving, right, all the way down to the abandoned warehouses, I instead take a small little detour at this intersection here, moving into this small campground, which is basically like a cult. I don't like it out here. This place feels like the set to a slasher movie, but you will see very soon on why I say that. But it does have a lake, and with a lake comes fish. And I think it's my only chance of actually surviving out here. So yeah, that's gonna be my plan. We're gonna move out, we're gonna move over to the drug lab, grab some of our stuff, and finally not worry about food for the most part. I am gonna have to pack smart, but first let's eat this entire cabbage, this leek, and get some sleep. Bingo, now it's time to pack the bare essentials, including my extra crowbar, the sledgehammer, and a few other tools that I can't craft and will need out in the wilds. I definitely don't need tweezers. I can remove glass shards from my bare hands. The same goes for the plastic bag and a bunch of other junk in here. Oh man, I definitely don't have enough room for this sledgehammer, but it'd be so damn helpful. Actually, is it gonna be helpful? I'm not gonna be raiding gun stores. I'm not gonna be doing much of that at all. Though it would help out if I wanted to make it to Louisville, but I honestly don't really need to. So you know what? I'm gonna leave the sledgehammer here, though I am gonna mark it down on my map for future use, because it could be helpful later. We'll just add a quick little note, sledgehammer, smile. Boom. Now we know where it's at if I ever do need it on a rainy day. We have taken the Doomsday Preppers magazine, a couple of extra tools like the wrench and gas can, and I think we're ready to head out. Yeah, no, that's really all we need. Oh, it's gonna be a long walk, but I am ready, and it means I can do a little bit of foraging. I will keep you all updated. It's good to finally move out, though. I'm hoping that this is gonna be the start to something great, and the start to me not starving to death indefinitely. Up first, drug lab. Alrighty, we've made it back to the drug house. Am I glad to see this place? It is 5:20 p.m., so I do think I will stay here for the rest of the night, grabbing the hammer instead of the stone hammer, and grabbing the hand axe as well. Yeah, we can dig for worms for the rest of the day and sleep on a very, very high quality mattress in order to move out as soon as it becomes morning. Where did my axe go again? I'm probably not going to take the shotgun as well because of the weight problems. I am really hoping I get a bag in the future because as cool as this tote bag is, it's not really cutting it. Well, we got ourselves about 48 worms to eat for breakfast, which is good because I am one ping away from starving, like actually losing health starving. So we're gonna eat a handful of worms and we're gonna move out. The rain has died down a bit, but it also has invited a very foreboding fog. I'm not gonna let that stop me though from getting to my damn destinations. And one last thing that I will take after I'm done eating some of these worms is the backpedal because the place we are moving is gonna have just about nothing for me in terms of supplies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring a mattress or a stretcher bed as well, which weighs, let's see here, another 5 pounds. I am struggling to carry this much stuff. And in order to make room, I'm gonna leave the crowbar behind. As much as I do love the weapon, I just can't afford it right now. That and the pipe bomb. I'm not gonna be fighting hordes. I'll know where it's at. I would much rather take stuff that will help me survive for the long run instead of just cool things, you know? As cool as they are. And with only a fairly heavy load, we are ready to head on out. All I have to do is follow the road down, and we should make it to my paradise, my forever home. Hopefully not forever home, actually. But we'll see what happens as soon as we make it down. The chances that we do come across a road event are pretty high as well, so I will be keeping my eyes peeled for anything that seems awry. But I'm crossing my fingers that it's just gonna be an easy trip right on down. Oh, there is a car crash here. I am very curious to see if I can find anything from this place. I mean, I don't see any zombies nearby, and if there are any, we can run away really quick. I'm just really desperate right now. Oh, we have twine. That's actually pretty hype. The toilet paper can be used as fuel, so I will be taking that. Anything else here? No. So far, so good. We've made it over to the T intersection, which means all I need to do now is to follow the road down up until I see a nice wooded path, taking that and reaching the promised land. We're reaching it in very good time, so I might be able to do a little bit of fishing as well. Oh, we're not gonna starve. And as soon as I do get a good influx of fish, I can actually focus on other things that matter, like getting a car, and survival, and getting the hell out of this Hivemind infested hellhole. But out of everything, I am extremely happy that I'm kind of taking my time with this challenge. I'm not bum rushing anything like I usually do. And we are here to survive, right? And if I have to take things very calm and methodically in order to not starve to death, that is going to be the best part. Plus, it's been a while since I've been over to this place, and I share quite fond memories of the all negative traits Super Zombies challenge. But boom, we've made it over to the promised land, the campground. There's not really much here, and really it is... Hello. I hope you're the only one nearby, sir. But as I was saying, there's not much to see here. I mean, what? We got ourselves a single chair, a wood stove, which is pretty nice, but it's very unremarkable. And the game does say that this is a campground, but what really freaks me out about this place, other than the zombies inside of the cabins, is the fact that there's a church out here, out in the middle of nowhere. And why the hell would there be a church with a graveyard at a campground? You know? I don't know, it feels like there's something more going on here, you know? I feel like I shouldn't be here. I feel like by being here, I am cursing myself to 1,000,000 years of damnation. It doesn't help that there are zombies wandering around. Ooh, hold on. I love antidepressants, give me those. Yeah, but yes, it just kind of freaks me out a little bit, you know? Something about this place just feels off to me. But it is gonna be our home for quite a while, because this bad boy slaps the entire lake, has a nice pond for me to fish at. And if I overfish the pond, there is another equally, if not larger, lake right down here. This place is awesome. It's the bee's knees, and I love coming here. And because we have all of our supplies, including a way to start fires, this is gonna be my base for a little bit while I kind of build up my wilderness survival, I guess, skills. Yes, my wilderness survival skills. So welcome everyone to my new home. Please be unlocked. Please don't have an alarm. There can't be alarms here, right? Oh, we're good. Seal that bad boy, and let's slap down the stretcher bed right here. But boom, we have ourselves the arsenal to fish and the arsenal to make a name for ourselves. And if I ever get bored of this life and I do, self-sustain, all I have to do is head right back out and take the road down here to chart my original course down to the intersection. But I will be staying here a little bit because, it's a nice place. And I think I'm gonna save the fishing and just wilderness survival stuff for next episode. Anyways, I know we didn't really do much, but it's all about the slow progression that matters. I'm gonna make sure Rob here survives. Anyways, we have survived for 5 days, 7 hours, killing 19 whole zombies. And hopefully next time, we can bump up our weight from 67 pounds. I will see all of you next time. Peace out, everyone.